Something we get asked a lot at Fempire is, why do we choose to focus only on women in business? Why have we consciously chosen to niche into women only? And another common question we get is, with all this female empowerment, what's the role for men nowadays? So I wanted to address that in today's short video. Because it is really important that we get this message clear, that we are not a man-hating brand at all by any stretch of the imagination. I have 2 sons, I have a husband who I love, and so males are equally as important. So where our brand comes in is that we noticed there's a gap in the market. So the statistics show consistently that females are not as successful as males when it comes to running their own businesses. So typically, the average stats show that women earn 30 to 40% less than men across the board when it comes to revenue in business. And in addition to that, only 45% of all women actually contribute to their superannuation each year as a business owner, and so they're not building their future wealth. And so there is this huge gap in the entrepreneurial world across the globe. It's not just in Australia or in America, it's everywhere in the business world, where women do not earn as much as men, and therefore they're not represented. So in our view, money equals impact. So the more you earn, the more impact and the more influence, positive influence you're able to have through your business or in the world. So the greatest philanthropists are only able to contribute as much as they do because they make such great money through their business. They have excess that they can then contribute to causes they care about. And so for women to have that same impact, we need to earn the same amount of money, which means we need to step up and earn that 30 to 40% extra across the board so that we have reached equal status in the business world. So it's the yin and yang concept. To me, that's the most easiest way of understanding this. We need both feminine and masculine energy in the business world, everywhere, in boardrooms, in organizations, in families. That yin and yang is necessary for balance, for harmony, for wholeness. And so that is where our tagline at Fempire, which is "The future is female," does not mean that the future does not include men. What we're saying is, at the moment, the yin and yang is out of balance. There's too much yang in the business world. We need to step up the feminine energy and increase the feminine input so that the yin and yang, the female and masculine energies, are balanced. Because the research shows, and as you'll see in the article that's attached to this video, the research shows that organizations, businesses that have equal representation of men and women get greater profits. They perform better on almost every indicator. Also, it's been shown that globally across the world, that countries that stimulate women to get into the workforce and educate them have drastically better economies than countries who suppress women. So it's just been shown time and time again in so many different situations and scenarios that when you have yin and yang equally balanced, feminine, masculine energies balanced, the benefits are for everybody. So it's not just good for women, it's good for men too. And I discussed this in my article, how in my family, me stepping up in our family and earning more and thriving in business has had a positive impact in our family, because my husband no longer feels that huge burden of being the sole provider, which so many men do. And so men have their own big struggles, and when women step up, it takes that pressure off the men. Plus, the research shows that I point to in my article that empowered women actually have a really positive impact on men in terms of their confidence, their own ability to step into their full power. And there are just so many benefits to women stepping up and getting empowered, charging what they're worth, being successful and thriving, that it's impossible to name them all here, but I have done my best to capture them all in the article that goes with this video. So please do check it out. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on this controversial topic, because our tagline, "The future is female," does trigger controversial reactions, and it's meant to do that because we are unapologetically a female-focused brand and unapologetically a disruptor brand. We know that our messaging and our branding triggers a reaction in people, and that's also our intention, because we want this discussion to start flowing freely. We want people to talk about this and to understand that female empowerment is not about making men smaller or less important. It's about that balance that is better for everyone in every sense. So please reach out if you have any thoughts, and send me a message if you'd like to chat further, and I'd be happy to help out. Thanks so much. Bye for now.